Good evening, everyone. Welcome all our friends to our Tuesday meditation. And so these days we are having a warm weathers and we have very bright evenings. And most of people like to do some project or do some work outside on in the evening. But I really appreciate that you decided to come and sit and join the meditation. And so Tuesday meditation is a tradition that we started uh, during pandemic, as a way to get together and continue our practice, although we were not able to physically gather. So welcome everyone, and let us do our practice today together. But before that, let us reflect on an important theme. And today I would like to I would like to bring your attention to an important habit in our mind, and and, and this is common for all of us. But let me share a small story before that. Like few days ago, I had a meeting with one of my students, one of my friends, and he was quite happy because his daughter graduated from high school, and his daughter is now going to college in the fall. I think this is the time that many of our many children have been graduated, and it's an important period of transition for many of us. So my friend was very happy that his daughter is going to a college, so in fall, and she'll be leaving home. And of course, many parents have that issue that how to make their mind when children are going away for colleges. But in addition to that, this friend brought me uh, and shared with me that now looking back, the previous years that he had with her daughter. Uh, Now he regrets a little bit. He regrets that he feel that he hasn't spent enough time with his daughter, and he was quite concerned about the financial security of the family, and also thinking about the financial need that this daughter may have for her education. So because of that, he worked so hard, and he committed to his work, and he find extra hours to work just to provide financial needs for the family. Because of his concern about the financial stability, and he did not spend much time with his daughter and the family. So now, now the daughter is graduated, now she's planning to go to college, and now he regrets that he did not spend enough time with her daughter. This could be a common experience for most of us, and we realize value of our time together with someone else, someone when we start to start to be departed from them. Before that, we don't really appreciate and treasure that time. So I had a good conversation with him, how to deal with this, and it's important realization, that we did not spend quality time uh, with someone, and it's although he had that realization much later, it's an important realization, because whatever mistakes, whatever um, uh, things that we could not do, whatever mistakes we did, can help us to guide our life in future. So therefore, in our conversations, we realized that that is a good realization, but now what we can do with it. And then that the lesson that we can learn and what we should do uh, uh, based on that realization right now is not to focus too much on the mistakes or on what he could not do in the past, but what we can do, what we can correct in the future. So we may have similar realizations that we get in our life, that we realize that after someone passed away, we realize that we did not spend enough time, we could not express how we cared or how we loved that person. We may have similar situations, but but once we realize that, it's an important moment of realization. But I think from that moment onwards, instead of having too much of disappointment and too much of regrets, I think we should recognize it, we should acknowledge it, and then we should forgive ourselves. If and now I know that I could have spent my time differently, but I did not, because I didn't know better during that time. But now I realize it. So now I recognize it, and I know that I should not repeat the same mistakes again. So and then you have to first forgive oneself, and not to have that guilt, but to open our mind, and then and try to find ways that am I doing the same mistake again without my knowing, and am I doing the same thing with with regard to other people. So instead of developing guilt, developing remorse, we should use those realizations to to organize our life in future, and not to miss any such opportunities in our life. And so in our conversations, we come to realize that, and then we acknowledge it, and we kind of have to realize that we should forgive ourselves, and then and then make a determination that that I will not do the same thing in my future in my in with regard to my other relationships and connections. On the other hand, at the same time, we also need to reflect that it is also a habit in our mind that we regret after the fact. Um, like no matter how well we did, our mind is always good in finding something that we feel that we didn't do well. That's also interesting habit in our mind. In the case of my friend, it's great that he focused on financial stability. Let's say he spent more time with her daughter, and did not spend a lot of time to to develop his financial stability. Maybe he may not be able to help his daughter financially well. So he could have spent more time with the daughter, but was may not be able to help her as he is helping now. So there's always imperfections in our life. So we have a habit of our mind that no matter what we did, and we always find a point that I could have done better. I could have said this, and I could have done in this way. So we always find something to be regret to regret. And I think we have to be mindful and careful of that habit, because we should be kind, and we should appreciate every moment in our life, and we should appreciate all our relationships, and we should help, we should care for them as much as we can. But at the same time, we need to recognize that we cannot be perfect. We cannot be perfect. No matter how well we did, if we want, we still can find a point, find a point to kind of judge ourselves, or maybe to blame ourselves that we didn't do well. So it's always like that. So it's good that we acknowledge any mistakes or any negligence that we did, and we have to acknowledge that. But at the same time, we have to be quite careful and discerning. Am I, feeling this regret and guilt due to a reasonable situation, or is it this simply a mental habit that I always find faults in me? I always find something to blame me. That can be also true. So, so that is why meditation can be so helpful, and particularly practicing mindfulness can be so helpful to observe all these, the nature of our mind. One benefit we get from practicing mindfulness is to become aware of our own mental habits, becoming aware of all of our own tendencies, mental tendencies, and then recognize them and detect them. And before they influence our behavior, we detect them. Before they overwhelm us and and bring so much agony and pain to us, we recognize them. And the earlier we recognize those mental habits popping up and like telling us, like inner talk, inner chatter, say, oh, you were not good, you were not good, you could have done better, you could have done better. Whenever we have those inner talks, we listen to them. Definitely we listen to them, but we don't necessarily believe them. We don't necessarily follow them, and we acknowledge it, we listen to it and see, is it true? I mean, is there anything that I can learn to change my future behavior? If so, okay, we learn the lesson and we do it. Otherwise, we simply listen to it, but we don't care. We don't follow. We don't necessarily believe. And then we just observe that inner thought and recognize it as a tendency, it's as a habit. And then when we are not really promoting those habits, when you're not really adding more fuel to that habit, those habits will calm down, and after a while inner chatting will be stopped, if you are not really developing it further but simply listening to it without adding anything from us. So so that is the benefit. That's the one important skill that we develop as a result of meditation. There can be so many such inner talks, so many patterns of inner talking happening within us, and we have to have a strong mindfulness to watch them, detect them, and observe them, and to determine whether to follow it, whether or just to let them be. Let's simply listen to them and not take them seriously. And then, of course, we also practice loving kindness meditation. That can also be is useful for us to forgive ourselves for any mistakes that we have done, for any act of negligence we have done. And the fact that we recognize them now as negligence, as mistakes, is a great improvement on our part. So we should appreciate that part. At least now I know that it was wrong. So instead of blaming us for the mistakes or the negligence in the past, we should first appreciate the fact that now I'm recognizing it as a mistake. And so we have to have more appreciation of our discernment, of our recognition. And then, of course, forgive ourselves for whatever we have done in the past, because there's no way that we can go back to the past and correct them. But then use those mistakes or negligence as a lesson to organize, to plan our future life, future pace in our life. So this is lifelong training that we need to do. So for all this, we need a strong mindfulness. We need also an ability. We need to enhance our capacity for loving kindness. So let us today also go to our mind and tap into those skills, tap into our mindfulness, tap into our capacity for loving kindness. Let us try to feed them today. Let's try to make them strong and feed them, and then so they can be ready whenever we have other things happening into our mind, whenever certain mental habits are popping up and try to bring us to negativity. And these skills can help us and protect us and redirect us to positive direction. And we built our inner resources. So I'm so glad that you are with us today. So let us start our practice. to enhance our capacity for loving kindness and also enhance our skill of mindfulness. Okay, so as usual, before we start our meditation, let us do some few movements in the body to create more awareness of the body, to relax our muscles, but at the same time, bring our mind awareness to our body, establish our mindfulness in the body. So when we do some movements and generate more sensations, it is easier for us to establish ourselves in the body. So let us do our movements first. Please lock your palms and then turn them up into the front and then try to push them as much as possible. And we will slowly move our hands all the way up. Give a nice stretch. Oh, your spine will love to be stretched right now. Just give it a nice stretch with your hands, with your back. Nice stretch. Okay, with this stretch, let us incorporate our breath and we will do some bending of the spine. Take a deep in breath. When you're breathing out, let's slowly bend to the right direction, giving a nice bend, stretching the muscles, feeling all the sensation. All the eyes gone. When the next in breath, we come back to the middle. Long in breath. And when you're breathing out, you're going to the opposite direction, giving a nice bend to that part of the body. Feel the stretch muscles in the rib cage, arms area. When all the eyes gone, we take the next in breath while slowly moving back to the middle. Let us do a few more times to each direction. Breathing out, gentle bend, giving a nice stretch, feeling all the sensation in the palms, in the arms, in the rib cage. Breathing in, come to the middle. Breathing out, going to the opposite direction, feel that nice stretch. Well, say hello to those muscles which are stretching now. Breathe in, come to the middle. One last time. Breathing out, going back. Breathe in to the middle. Breathe out, going all the way, releasing the air. Breathe into the middle. This time, when you breathe out, let us unlock our palms and gently bring them down. Let them settle on the knees. Make sure that your stretch upper body is still, still feel stretched. Let us take a moment to observe all the subtle sensations arising in our body right now. Tingling sensations, pulsations occurring in the tips of the fingers, throughout the arms. Just feel them. Let's do our next movement. This time we will twist our spine. We gently bring our both palms and rest them in the back of our head. Lock them behind and simply rest them in the back and push your head against the palm. And with this posture, we will gently use our breath and then we will twist our spine. Take an in breath. When you're breathing out, gently start to twist. Try to go as far as you can, giving a nice twist. Feeling all the twisted and stretch muscles. Breathing in, come to the middle. Breathe out, again go into the opposite direction, giving a nice twist. Breathe in, come to the middle. Breathe out, again going to the opposite direction, giving a nice twist. Breathe in to the middle. Breathe out, going to the other direction. Breathe in to the middle. Breathe out again. Breathe in to the middle. Breathe out. And breathe in to the middle. We will now gently unlock our hands. Let them come down and rest on our palm. And take a moment to observe sensations you may feel in your back area, around your shoulder blades. What do you feel now? Try to catch all these sensations occurring now. Just be in the body. We will gently rest with this awareness of the body. We will do our last movements. This is to purposely create tension and tightness in the body and relax our body, to really relax all the muscles. So, let's take a deep in-breath. While I'm breathing in, shrug your shoulders and clench your teeth and make everything tight, 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 tense. And when you breathe out, drop your shoulders, drop your jaw inside the mouth and relax and release everything. Feel the opening up of the muscles. Let's do 2 more times. Breathe in, shoulders shrugged, teeth clenched. Tight, 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 tight. Breathe out. Drop everything, including the jaw. Relax in the muscles everywhere. For one last time, breathe in. Shrugging the shoulders, the clenching the teeth, everything tight, 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 tense. Breathe out. Drop everything. Feel the opening of the muscles, relaxations, releasing. Feel the whole body. All these subtle sensations occurring right now. With this awareness of the body, let us rest our palm on our lap, keeping our chin parallel with the earth. Let us now gently move into our meditation. I will ring this bell to help you to settle this moment. Throughout the bell, try to stay in your body. Just go around your body and just acknowledge whatever sensations you can feel right now with your clothes, anywhere you feel touch sensations, anywhere you still feel residual sensations of your movement. Just keep noticing them. Throughout the bell, stay within the body. With this awareness of the body, we will let this body to be relaxed, allowing all the muscles to open up and be relaxed and loosen up. In this very safe place, we can completely let go of all the concerns, and we can gently allow this whole body to rest, relax, and loosen up. Letting this whole body to be here, let us now bring our whole attention to our breath. And with this awareness of the present moment, we will simply watch what are the thoughts, what are the memories that are surfacing to our mind right now. Whatever thoughts occurring, let us simply notice them without developing them any further. We'll simply notice them and we will let them go. Whatever occurring right now are not necessarily real. Whatever thoughts occurring are either related to the past or they are related to future. Nothing is happening right now, at least for this moment. None of those things are happening. We will simply let them go and just be with this present moment, with this awareness of the body, this awareness of posture sitting right here. With this present moment awareness, let us now invite one of the most wholesome qualities to our mind, tapping into our capacity of loving kindness. Loving kindness is the attitude of acceptance for all conditions. Loving kindness is a willingness for everyone to be well. Loving kindness is a genuine wish of well-being. Let us generate that loving kindness right now, allowing that deep capacity of the mind to come to the surface. Open your heart, just like when you see a little baby, a smiling face of a little baby. Open your heart just like when you see a little puppy, or little kitten, or little baby bird. Just allow your mind to be open and have that readiness to care, that wish of well-being. We will now enhance this loving kindness, this genuine wish of well-being, this willingness. We will make it stronger and stronger by making wishes of well-being to everyone. The more wishes we make, the stronger our loving kindness becomes. Let us wish for everyone, including ourselves. We will go into everyone wishing all beings, but we will start with ourselves, with this person sitting here. With open-heartedness, with an attitude of acceptance and forgiveness, let us make a genuine wish for this being sitting here. May this person sitting here, I, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us take this opportunity to make a specific wish to ourselves based on whatever concerns we have these days. Let us make a specific wish to ourselves, what we wish to have these days, what strength we need, what we need these days to go through our life. Just make a specific wish. Let us also take a moment to go through this body, expand in this loving kindness throughout this body, and deeply appreciating all the organs, all the systems of this body, which have been helping us a lot to live our precious life. With deep appreciation, we'll extend this loving kindness throughout the body, letting this loving kindness intention heal each part of the body. May these lungs, which are helping us to breathe even right now, may this respiratory system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this heart, cardiac muscles, the whole cardiovascular system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this digesting system, all the organs throughout this digesting system, stomach, liver, pancreas, intestine, colon, the whole digesting system be well, be healthy, be healed. May these kidneys, may these both kidneys and whole genitourinary system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this whole body, from the top of the head all the way to the tips of the toes, may all these muscles throughout the body, all these ligaments, all these tendons, and all these bones, large and small, throughout the body, and all these joints be well, be healthy, be healed. Let this loving kindness intention travel throughout the body, healing each part of the body. Let us now expand this loving kindness beyond this body, beyond ourselves, to all others, wishing the same well-being to everyone else. May all people who have been so helpful to us, whoever people who have been so helpful to us in our family, our good friends, our colleagues, may they all be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish beyond the people who were helpful to us, to all other people. May all people living in this immediate neighborhood, may all of them, whoever they are, living in this surrounding area, be well, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us keep expanding this wish as wide as we can. Let us widen this wish. Let us embrace as many people as we can to this wish. Taking a moment to think about all people living everywhere. Many people living in all different places. People who are going through different pains and sufferings and problems. Let us take a moment to be empathized with them. May all people, whoever the people who are going through pains and suffering right now, may they all be free from those suffering. May they all be well, be well, be well. May all these people living everywhere, whoever the people who are having a happy time right now, a joyful time right now, may they all continue to be joyful. May they remain in happiness. May they all be well, be well, be well. May all people living in all different places who are having an agitated mind, unbalanced mind, a confused mind, may they all be able to settle their mind. May they all be able to achieve a balanced mind. May they all be equanimous. Be well. Be well. Be well. Let us expand this wish beyond people, beyond human beings to all other beings. There are many life forms living with us in this universe. Let us expand this wish to all living beings. May all animals, from large ones to tiny ones, may all other visible and invisible beings, may each and every living organism, without exception, be well. Be well. Be well. Be peaceful. 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 With this expansive loving kindness, embracing all beings with a genuine wish of well-being, let us rejoice this limitless love, this open-heartedness, this loving kindness embraces all beings. This loving kindness, hoping all beings to be well. It is pervaded into every direction, excluding none. Let us rejoice this wholesome state of the mind. Boundless loving kindness. No one is excluded. Just willingness for everyone to be well. Rejoice. this wholesome state of the mind. With this loving kindness in the back of the mind, let us now try to enhance the peace, the calmness that we can feel right now. Let us deepen this calmness, enhance this peace by simply resting our attention on our breath. In this peaceful, calm moment, we can feel our breath gently moving through our nostrils. Observe every breath happening right now, and we'll allow this calmness to be deep and deep and deep. In this moment, nothing else is happening. Only the breath is happening. Let us be with the breath. Rest with the breath. Bringing back the attention again and again back to the breath. No matter how many times we have other thoughts or memories, we simply come back to the sensation of the breath. Feel the air as closely as we can. Observe the quality of the air, in breath and out breath. In these last few minutes, let us give our full effort to be with the breath. I will do a chant to help you. Throughout my chant, stay with your breath. Rest with your breath. Sukhi diga yuko bhava Sukhi diga yuko bhava Sukhi diga yuko bhava Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have meditation in our life. Let us feel grateful to all great teachers in the past who passed this wisdom from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to anyone who helped our meditation, including anyone at home who tried not to disturb our meditation. Let us even feel grateful to this device that helped us to connect to this meditation, and to the chair, the cushion that you are sitting on, to the bell and everything. With deep gratitude, let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. It's so great to have you all in for our meditation tonight. And I wish that may you continue this piece to the rest of the week. And may you continue to watch your own patterns in the mind and be forgiven to yourself and then help everyone else. Thank you and look forward to see you again and have a great night. Thank you.